Kleva de la Nawf.
Kleva de la Nawf.
What it do?
What's
Almost
good, my
Kleva.
boy?
Chilling. Hungover and sad that the Astros lost yesterday.
That's what you were doing last night? Getting
Yeah,
fucked up?
watching the Astros game.
Watching us lose. It was a tight game.
I don't even know how they came back from 5. I was in the car driving to the spot and it was 5-0, and then I get there and it's 5-5. I'm like, what the fuck? Who was pitching that allowed all those runs? Was it? I mean,
Fucking Verlander.
it just sometimes a opposing team has your ticket, you know? It just depends on the game. Phillies had his shit. 5 fucking scores. Ridiculous.
Coming back.
Yeah, it's just game 1.
Game
It's the
one.
World Series, but I wanted to put him down. I wanted to sweep the whole playoffs.
That would have been some crazy ass shit.
Yeah,
Right.
but you know what?
Historic.
A little bit of drama is always interesting and exciting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We let the Phillies think they're gonna win.
Any new drama in your life?
Yeah, every day.
Every day?
Shit, all the
Let us
time.
know. Let
Nah,
us
not late. I
know.
mean, nah, it's been pretty peaceful though, I think. That's why I haven't dropped no music, because I only drop music when it's drama. I was thinking that shit the other day. Like,
There's no
I only
drama
do
around.
music when I'm like hurting and in a bad place, but the music is fire. But I sacrifice like my peace of mind. And then when I don't have shit to write about, like shit is going okay. So I'm like,
So you need a heartbreak.
yeah, not so much a heartbreak.
Right.
I just need like a antagonist, like a opposing something.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I have to be combating something, like going through some shit, like fighting society. Like I have to like.
Damn.
There's no superhero without a villain, right? Like,
Right,
I need a
right.
fucking enemy. I need somebody to be
Right.
like, fuck you. And like right now, I'm so like,
Wow.
maybe I'll start making like happy Wiz Khalifa music. Like it's always positive.
It's funny that you say that because I just came across that this week. Like this week, I had to realize I am my own
Yeah.
Agent Smith in the Matrix. You know, I'm Neo, but I'm also Agent Smith.
Yeah,
Like
I think
part
that's
3 of the Matrix?
What's the takeaway from that shit? Like you're all of this shit.
Yeah,
That
type
system
shit.
that you build, like you think it's somebody else, but it's yours.
You, I know.
It's your fucking system. You did all that. You created that shit.
I told myself the other day, I was like, I'm sick. They put something in the air. And I was like, bitch, who's they? It's you. You know, like, it's you telling yourself they're putting something in the air. So, yeah.
And even if you go from like a more macro, it's like macro view of that, like it's us anyways, because we're all the same fucking shit. Like we're the
Yes.
people. Like we all the
Yes.
same fucking thing. Like we do it to ourselves. All that shit. We're our worst enemy. People are like scared of aliens, scared of fucking monsters in the closet, scared of whatever. Scared.
We are the
like we're the
aliens.
fucking worst of the worst. We drop atomic bombs on people and shit. Like
Type
we
shit.
kill people. We fucking murder, rape, like all this shit. Like we should be scared of our own fucking selves. Like we shouldn't be scared of it.
He's like, who's we?
You know what I'm saying? We as
We're
people.
recording here.
Yeah, no, we as people in the world, like every day you wake up, somebody beating up their wife or like killing their kids and like doing fucked up shit. Like
Yeah, we as a human being.
people scared of
race.
ghosts and shit. Fuck that. I ain't never seen no ghosts murder nobody.
I ain't ever seen a ghost bust somebody's window open for nothing.
Bro, last night. the
Last
fuck?
night, yeah.
See?
Busted Don Vito's window.
What the
And
fuck?
didn't take shit. Like nothing.
Yeah, weird as fuck.
That's worse. I would rather just open my car and take my shit as opposed to break the window, because then I gotta go get a new window. Then I gotta go
Right.
tint that bitch, and that's
Nah,
already like
man, like,
200.
we had
And then I gotta
guns in
clean up all the
there,
glass.
The glass, bro.
The glasses be going everywhere.
Fuck, bro.
And you're gonna get a glass splinter in your ass when you sit down.
Yeah, type of shit.
No,
So you ain't work on no music out there?
no, I haven't picked up a fucking
You don't feel the
pen.
urge to.
Nah,
Right?
I have my studio equipment there, but I haven't even like put it together.
Wow.
I'll start working with Evo, so we like rekindled the flame, and we've been like talking and shit. So we're trying to get something going. He has a studio. He lives in Austin now. He has a studio over there. He hit me up this weekend. He was like, "Come through." I'm like, "I'm gonna be in Houston, so next weekend I'm gonna go to Austin and go work with Evo." That'll probably be my first time in the studio in like the last 3-4 months.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
To that album you were working on.
it's done. It's done.
Huh?
Yeah, we just gotta mix and master it. I gotta give it slow, but like that's the thing. I haven't been feeling like I don't know.
to
Like
do
there's
it.
no motivation right now, and I never push myself when it comes to music. Like I'll take a break. Like
Yeah.
and then it's just not fun no more. Like I feel like if I force myself to, I feel like I need to like sometimes you gotta step back, get some life experience,
Hell yeah.
like find new things to talk about, and like really right now at this
Yeah.
time I'm like I don't know what to say. Like I don't know who
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a transitional period.
Right.
Like normally when I'm in transition, like I don't know what to say because I don't know like
you
my
are,
morals and
right?
ethics. Not that they change, but they kind of switch a little bit every few years. So I'm like, okay, who do I want to be? Not that it's like a movie or like something, but like who do I want to be as an artist,
Right.
like as a character in this world? Like,
Right.
what am I gonna take on? Like, what do I want to give? So I don't know. I really don't know yet,
And
and I
how
don't
old are
force
you,
myself.
Kleva?
30.
30. Okay, yeah. So we usually like our brains fully develop around 28, 29. So by 30, you kind of are like set as a person versus somebody who's 21, 22.
No,
you still
fuck
have
yeah.
a lot
We were
of
talking about that shit with my girl because, like, somebody's like 30, 31, like, does not want to date somebody 25, and the year differential is not that much, but what you were at
But it's the
25
experience,
and what you are
yeah.
at 30, 31 is crazy
Right.
different.
It
Like,
is,
from
bro.
21 to fucking 30, like,
Yeah.
it's only 9 years, but, like, you changed, like, 4 times.
Type
And,
shit.
like, not
Straight
even the amount of time, but, like, you changed over that,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, it's wild, because I think of my 25-year-old self, like, nah, fuck that. And then my 23, and even, like, 26, 27, like, I feel like when I was going, like, past 25, I was running from 30. So I tried to like do shit that I did in 22, 23, but knew
Right.
better, was doing stupid shit. So
Right.
now I'm like, okay, I can't do that shit. Like, start learning and stop fucking trying to chase those fucking demons. And yeah, I think it's like crazy though. It's crazy like how the maturity level of like just 5 years, what did it do?
Yes, sir.
That's why I was telling my boys, like I'm there talking to this chick like 22, 23. I'm like, hell nah.
Yeah, I'm
like
saying,
even just
bro.
thinking about that shit gives me a fucking headache.
Yeah.
Like, it drives me crazy because like it gives me anxiety because I already know what's on them bitches' mind and like I already know
And she gonna be
where they're gonna
switching up
go.
every fucking
yeah, what they're
other,
trying
like,
to do and
anxiety.
what's important to them. And it's
Yeah.
not important to me. And
Right,
like, but you can't
exactly.
tell somebody anything. You have to just let them figure it out on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even if you tell them if they're not in the place to receive it, it's not gonna go
It's
over well.
useless.
Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
why you can't like if you like you know this. You probably had girlfriends that are in shitty relationships. You can't tell them shit. They have to figure it out for themselves. They could want to get out of it, but they don't make that decision for themselves. Or like friends, like you want to get the fuck out of this relationship. It's fucking you up, but like they can't, and they're not gonna listen to you. So you just let them.
Right.
Rather just be right there whenever it's time for them to make that switch, as opposed to like pressing them, because then you probably lose a friend. But yeah, you just gotta let people. That's how I think about. I ain't got no kids because I don't know. You gotta let them. Like I think it's fucked up. I think about my parents, how they had to deal with me, and like you gotta let them. You have to just let them. Like you have
It's
to.
like me,
You can't do
fuck
shit
no.
if you
No
tell
kids.
them like so, if you're like a rebellious kid, like you're gonna do whatever your parent tells you not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my kid. I'll be like, no. And he'll look at me and still do it. But sometimes that's what they're here for, is to teach you
True.
how to be patient or, you know, how to not
Hell yeah, I
open
think
up
so.
a can of whoop ass every 3 minutes.
I know. I think about it. We're making the transition. Like we don't hit our kids. Like we can't
I
hit
hit
our
'em,
dogs. We can't hit our
but
like
not,
people. Like Karens be coming out. Don't be
abuse.
hitting your bitch. It's my dog. I hit him if I want to.
I can't beat people up.
I feed him every fucking day. I could hit him if I want to.
Isn't that like slavery mentality though? Like I feed him every day.
I'm not beating him senseless. I'm not whipping him. I'm not tying him to
Yeah.
a tree and like putting lashes on his back. But like
You're not, but
I'm gonna give him this like.
it's the same concept.
It's not even
right?
hard. It's like just bitch get together.
Now we all need that. We all need that.
A little bit of discipline.
Yeah, I don't think ass whooping. I don't know. Nah, I don't know. I'm conflicted.
We all need a little discipline, bro.
Discipline
Yeah.
for sure. Maybe not in the
Sure.
form of like physical abuse though.
Yeah.
A little bit. Well, shit, you was just talking about like the monk, like a motherfucker pinch homeboy.
Yeah, he did.
He
He
a
did.
pinch will work.
We went to the
Oh,
Buddhist
yeah.
temple. Have you ever went to the Buddhist temple and got pinched?
No,
Got
not,
pinched
I
by a
can't say
monk.
that I have.
I
I've
think
been there before. I think
the
I
Buddhist
need a
temple.
little discipline.
You liked it?
I don't. It was a long time ago.
You probably didn't go to that one though. That
I
one.
wasn't in my zen at the time, so I didn't
Okay.
appreciate it. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
I was probably like whack.
So now
Yeah.
that you say you 30 now and shit, and you're in this like different time in your life, like what do you enjoy now? What do you? And then you in a whole new city.
Peace. I enjoyed peace.
You
That was
enjoy
part of like
peace.
the reason why I kind of like was looking to go somewhere else. You know what? I kind of like manifested it. I wanted to go to San Antonio. I didn't think that it would like play out how I wanted to, but I really enjoy it. I like the area. Just like the new surroundings. I wanted to wake up somewhere different. I felt like it would change my mindset, which I was already changing, but the last piece was like to change the physical.
Right.
So I was already like every day. We were just talking about this yesterday. Since like February, March, like I have a group chat with the close guy friends of mine, and I used to like wake up, be like, I rose and chose. They started as like, I woke up today and I made a decision I was gonna be happy. And then from there, I just kind of like abbreviated it. So I would just say rose and chose, rose and chose, rose and chose. But that's been like 6-7 months of doing that same shit over and over. And sometimes, some days are harder than others, but like I had already started shifting my brain. Cause like when I was going through shit, like I was like leaning on drugs, leaning on this, leaning on that, and all of that shit was fucking me up. And I was feeling like shit. And I was making fire ass music. Like I said, see, that's the fucked up part about it. So it's like, it's hard. It's like, I don't know, it's like a blessing and a curse. Like to do that type of shit. Like I feel like
be a chosen
to
one.
be an artist and like express yourself like that. Like, and sometimes I used to feel like maybe I'll put myself through that drama just so I have something to talk about.
True.
And like my self sabotaging just
Yes.
because I don't know how to live in fucking harmony and peace.
Yes.
Maybe, but yeah, I enjoy peace. Like, just no.
Now you're at a stage
like
in your
shit
life.
where it's not chaotic.
Yes.
Like I'm just coming home. I'm gonna put some steaks on the grill. I'm gonna fucking, I don't know, have sex with my girl, and jack off by myself for like.
Do whatever I want.
I'm just saying.
I'll jack off.
God
Yeah, I'm
dang.
gonna buzz a nut on my
Okay.
pillowcase. I don't shit.
Watch some movies.
Okay, are the steaks still cooking while this is going on?
Fucking steaks are
That's a good
burning, bro,
question.
at this point.
Yeah, probably.
Like, is it simultaneously?
Yeah, because with
that
the
all
steaks, it's like 7 minutes
You
on
wash
each
your
side, so
hands?
we gotta do. Maybe.
He's like, the steaks
Depends
are
who
done
else
in
is
7
eating. If it's
minutes.
just
He's like, I'm done in 2.
He's like, that's when I know
Gotta
when
get
to
a
flip the
quickie in.
steak.
gotta get quick here. I got X videos tab open up on my phone all the
Horrible.
time.
That's dope, bro.
Horrible.
Shit.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get back to the creative. Like I'm still writing like scripts and like other shit, and I've been kind of
shit.
thinking about moving in that direction. Like I've been auditioning for some films and shit. So I want to do some
Ooh.
other creative shit.
Hell yeah.
I love
That's
music.
nice.
I think, but I want to like take it to the next level, and it's something that's been in the works and something I've been talking about. So, like even the theaters over there in San Antonio is something I'm trying to get involved in the community over there. So I don't know. I think that we're just creative, but music was the only outlet that we had at the time.
Yeah.
So, but like I think like I can afford myself other outlets to do other shit. So
Yeah.
For sure.
Ah, wow, that's
What are
crazy.
you writing?
scripts like just rant. Like I got 2 scripts that are like half finished. Like one's like a rom-com, the other one's like an actual like more of a biopic with like stupid shit that we used to do. I just think like the film could benefit from it. And you don't see a lot of like Texas Latinos like
Hell yeah.
depicted. Like you see more like
California.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I want to tell
Dope.
Texas like Tex-Mex story.
Yeah,
And I feel
that'd
like
be
we're
dope.
different. We talk like even my girl's from California,
sure.
but she tells me that I talk and I got like I talk like
Texas slang.
like, but I don't know it, right? So like
Right,
I
we
really
don't
think
see
that
it.
we have a different perspective to offer people around the world,
Hell
like
yeah.
from what people think. Like
I
you
feel
know,
the same way, dog.
yeah. So I just
I
think
agree.
that to get some opportunities to do that. Like I'm still fucking with music. Like as far as like some of the artists still here in Houston, and then I think when I'm ready, I'll start moving around in San Antonio and trying to like build another community out there and start trying to dibble and dab with the artists. I've mainly been working with like reaching out to like the mural artists and like the people that do merch and stuff like that. Like we'll go to the little shops and centers and like start networking with the people. So it's, I guess in a way kind of already started, but you know, you got to build your rapport back up and build your trust. That's something I'm looking forward to though. That's a challenge that I enjoy. Like we did it here and I love it and I'm glad that it flourished and people are doing their thing. And I want to like go it over there and then like build the bridge, like put it together. I feel like we'll be stronger as a state music wise, but not even music's like creative, just like fashion, art,
Right.
music, books, film, like all that shit, like
Creative
just the culture, like
entrepreneurs.
just to like, I want to be a part of that. That shit means more to me than like my own individual accolades. Just to be part of something bigger than myself, like be a part of that type of community where people are like creating, you know, because people got fucking good ideas and they got good music and it just doesn't get out. But I think that, yeah, the stories need to be told. We can never erase us off the face of the earth if our stories are told.
Never.
And so that's why people write the books and do that shit. I don't know. I'm not patient enough to write no fucking book though.
I could see you writing a book, Kleva.
I don't want to.
You're already writing a script. What's
Yeah,
the
that's
difference?
true. But
A little longer.
I'm
maybe.
more of like I like visuals. Like I know people like to be like in their brain about like imagination and shit, but like nah, I like to see visuals. I'm more of a visual person, so I'd rather see my shit projected like in real time action.
Okay.
So
So this time next year, what is your goal? Like, what do you see yourself as far as like bringing those visuals to life?
nah, I don't know. Probably be in the same spot, just still writing it. I don't have really a timeline. I just feel like it adds pressure to myself and like unwanted stress and shit like that. So
Yes.
I'm just like, it's all in due time. It'll happen when it's supposed to. I think if I just keep moving the way that I'm moving and like with the energy that I have, like things kind of always like take shape and form.
So you feel like you're in alignment.
Yeah, for sure.
You're definitely in alignment.
Definitely.
Wow.
Yep. And what didn't come easy, and I paid a fucking price and a toll when I went through the fucking, like when I was going through, I would say like not this time last year, maybe like about December, January, probably the darkest shit I had ever went through, and I felt like I died. Like I feel like who I was as a person at that time and what I was going through, like I didn't come out like for like a month, 2 months of the room. I was doing drugs, hardcore drinking, like And I feel like whoever that person was, like, he died. And when I finally did come out, I was a whole different person. But I had to do that to myself. Like, I had to fucking kill off.
You had to die.
Yeah, I had to die to, like, you know,
to live.
To reborn and rebirth myself, like, and how I want to move and maneuver through shit and what's important and what's not important. Like, I had to go through that shit, and I'm grateful for it. It was like, what's it called? Like,
ego death.
Yeah, like an ego death, and also like the dark hour of the night. What do they call it?
Dark night of the soul.
Dark night of the soul, exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly what it was. And it was the most painful shit I had ever been through.
Oh, yes.
But I grew from it, and my perspective was like shifted.
Yes.
And it was things that I was already trying to do, but I was too scared to let go of like who I was. So it was like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I was like,
right.
I never fully shifted. So I was still holding on to old shit. So I think
what made you figure it out? Like the move or like?
No, it was before the move. The move was just like you know,
accelerating.
Yeah,
you
it was
into
the move.
new.
The move was just part of like the route that I was already on. Like, no, it was just like fucking when you start realizing like the shit around you is not what it seems. It's not real. And what are you doing? Like, you know, you just start looking around and you're like the people that you keep around you, the relationships that you have, whether that be with family or like romantic, and like the people, what are they like? I don't know. It was just like a wake up call for me. And I've had a lot of them, but this one was like the most drastic, I think. I always say like every 2 years I try to audit my life. Every 2 years I look around like, what the fuck am I doing? Who's here? Why are they here? Are they benefiting? Are they draining me of energy? Like,
am I happy?
I started being mad stingy with like that type of shit. But it's not. It's just so I can be happy. Like, I feel like I was like giving and not getting back. So you want to keep people that are like
balance.
Give back to you. And it's like rotation type shit. So I think when I started realizing like it was my doing. Like, it was nobody to blame. Like, I've created that life, and I created those, like, I guess, like defenses around me to try to
coping mechanisms.
Yeah, like to cope with my own shit. Like keeping these people around me so I can feel a sense of worth, and these people so I could not feel this way and not want it to shift into like how I really felt about the shit. So it was a lot. It was a lot. So like, I'm not saying don't do drugs or not do them now, but like I feel like do them like when you're having fun. There's some advice somebody told me. They said, if you're doing drugs to go from happy to happier, like, you're all right. That's how you check yourself. If you're doing drugs to go from sad to happy, like, you fucked off, and you're never gonna get there.
Yeah.
So when you're doing drugs and doing that type of shit, you have to look at it that way. So yeah,
right.
It's some fucked up shit. But I think everybody goes through it eventually. Some sooner than others. Some will never get there, which is how I'm grateful for it. Like, I still feel like a young man. Like, 30 is like 20 nowadays, 40 is like 30. Like, everybody's trying to shift it downwards. Like, what I used to think a 30-year-old was when I was a kid is like, damn, you old, 45, but they looked older. Yeah. I think the times changed, though. Like, nah, for sure. Like, shit has shifted. So, like, I feel like I'm still my 20-year-old self, but like I got a new perspective and like more wisdom and not so dumb. But I still do dumb shit every now and then. But I learned to forgive myself. Not be so. I think that was a big thing too. Like, sorry, everybody fucks up. I think that was a thing too, because you fake like you're an adult, like you know what the fuck's going on. Like, you hold that persona up, and then once you get there and you figure out like everybody's doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
So like,
none of us.
I think that you get more lenient. Like, not that you would allow it for yourself, because like obviously you want to have high expectations, but
just give yourself more grace.
Yeah,
right?
grace for sure.
Yeah.
But learn from it, because if not, then you're just doing the same stupid shit. Try to learn from it at least.
Kleva.
Yeah, it's good to go through shit like that, but you gotta learn from it. You gotta take something from it.
So did you go through like that ego death and that dark night of the soul because you did shrooms or psychedelics? That just happened to you on your own.
That was just like through like the ties I was cutting with people, and it was like just what I was experiencing at the time. Like, I just felt like I was growing, and I was trying to take shit with me that didn't serve a purpose. And during that time, I was like feeling super like lost, like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I started like praying and like doing those types of things, like manifest, trying to like, all right, God, like if these people are not supposed to be here, please show them to me. And then what I found out, you know what I'm saying? But you know, God sees all, I don't. So I was like, it was painful because I had to let go of the things and the people that I loved at the time. So like, that was hard, you know? But I felt like it was good for me. Like, you asked for this, I asked for this, so like I should be grateful that somebody's looking out for me. Like removing those blocks from like whatever I'm supposed to do next. So that's why I'm not too like timelined about the creative things that are going on. Like, I used to feel super antsy, like I gotta do this in this amount of time. I gotta do this in this amount of time. I gotta But like, I think at the end of the day, when it's gonna happen, it'll happen. And you'll see those doors open up and shift. But there's things that I need to go through and learn, and like it'll be a right time when it's the right time. Cause shit is always at the right time. Like shit has always been at the right time. I've always done what I've always wanted to do. Like things that I put myself to and my energy towards, like I've been able to accomplish. So I don't know why I get so like worked up.
It's just us with our limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
Right.
We work, like I've done everything I wanted to do, like so far in this life. Maybe not to the exact detail, but like to a certain extent. And if I don't have it, it's because I don't have the knowledge and the wisdom to be able to cope with those type of shit yet. So like God's trying to like, okay, hold on, but we gotta hold you up. Let's give you this lesson first, so you have the skills to be able to handle that shit. Cause that's probably why I ain't had kids yet. Cause I'm fucking.
Like right now, what is something that you want to do? Like the self-help stuff, or like
nah, not so much. I don't even know.
Like writing the script.
Yeah, I like writing, and I want to stay in the creative field, and I will eventually work my way back to music. But like maybe on the back end, like on the producing side, and like artist management, talent development. Like
you gonna release that album soon?
Yeah, I'm gonna drop all that shit. I'm
like
going.
Before the year ends?
Maybe not before the year ends, but maybe like the first quarter of the next year. I would say, like, I'm gonna drop that shit. I'm gonna get out of slow life, make them fucking mix and master that shit real quick.
You got features on there?
There's some features on there. I mean, but I you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna like drop it how it is. It's like
how it is.
It's like clean the plate with all the music that I have because I don't want to hold it.
True.
Like somebody needs it. Yeah. And it was like I also think I was in a different mind state because it was while I was going through all that shit. So I don't know. I listened to it yesterday a little bit, and it was like, and my girl was telling me like, you sound like angry and sad at the same time.
Oh God.
So it's like, yeah, it was exactly that. And after I got all that shit out of me, like, and I moved. But that's why I love music so much, because like, regardless of what it has done for people, like outside of like wanting to be like, oh, I'm a rapper or this and that, like I know that it's helped me like fucking therapeutically go in the studio and like do that shit. Like the persona, like the image that goes along with it has like been tough, like especially keeping like romantic relationships and things like that, because it's like there's a certain like type of image people see when they see that type of shit, like, oh, you're supposed to be around this, supposed around that, but it's really what you make it. Like you see rappers doing how they want to all the time. It's like it's your world to create it. I see people doing whatever they want all the time. I think it's just that confidence in that. Like people will gravitate towards authenticity. Yeah. And this is where all these niggas fuck up. Like right now, it's like, I want to do this like this because I see people do it like this, and they succeeded doing it like this. But like you're not them and they're not you, so you have to do it how you want to do it.
Yeah. True.
And like we've all been there. Like as a young man, I like 18, 19, 20. Like I wanted to look like Wiz and Mac Miller. Like those are people that are popular to me. But at some point in time, you shift and form your own style,
your own identity.
So I mean, it's a good place to start. You mimic the people that you like. And then you kind of take away bits and pieces because we're all learning. That's what art is, right? Like, we take the pieces that we like, put it together with our own shit, put our own swag on it, and then we run with it. So, I don't know. I don't really know. But I feel okay with that, and that's crazy. Because 2 years ago, 3 years ago, if you would have told me that, I would have been like, no, I have to know. I have to this. Like, I still have my own 10-year plan. Like, I shifted in my mind to like, in 10 years from now, where's Kleva gonna be? 1 year, like people overestimate what they can do in 1 year and underestimate what they can do in 10. Right. So like if you're like playing it by quarter, like a football game, like 2-3 years, okay, let me knock this little piece out. It's like a little bit, like you put a dollar. People think they gotta put 1,000 real quick. Like, nah, just baby steps. Like one of my mentors told me, like, how do you eat an elephant? I'm like, I don't eat a fucking elephant. Who fucking eats an elephant? But like the moral was like, one piece at a time, like just take
little
it
by
every
little.
day. We have more time than we think. I mean, but we also like don't. So like, but that's why I wake up grateful and super like excited about the shit that I do, like my relationships, my fucking friendships, my family, like shit. Like that shit's fleeting, like a motherfucker. So I just, live like that. But like I said, I'm way from a different place. 'Cause I would have been, I need to do this. I have a timeline. I'm this. I'm crunching, like super overly ambitious, and I stress myself out. Because I'm not on my timeline. Yeah. Like I'm on somebody else's. So I gotta just go with it. And it's opened the door for like shit. Like, I don't know. Like people, like even to the point where like I don't want to plan shit in a day. I'm just like, certain things, you got to get it done. You're an adult. But like other things I'm like, nah, I'm not doing shit today. Or I'm gonna just play it by ear. Like my girl, she's the opposite of me. So she's like gets stressed out. But I think I brought her down. But I think that's where we balance out. Like she's like one like detail oriented, like super anal about things. And then I'm like, fuck, like, I just want to play it by ear, so, like, we balance. Like, I calm her ass down because she gets too anxious, and then she, like, brings like, oh, we got to handle this, this, or this. But
Yeah.
I need that fire. And that's, same way kind of me and Real balance. And like, if I look at the relationships in my life, it's like always those type of people. Yeah.
Is Real making any music?
Real is working on an album. So Real will probably drop before I do. He's finishing up. He's working with Capo, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I was thinking about that. I think that let Real drop his album, then I'll drop whatever I have, and then we just do a joint album and then see where it goes from there. I think it's overdue. I had a lot of cool ideas I was thinking about on the way over here driving, like just far as marketing goes. Like, because I was listening to the Paul Walker Community, Get Your Mind Correct, and I was like, me and Real should do a photo shoot, like, with all the epic, like, duos, like, album covers, and, like, do it, like, drop it like that, just to, like, build hype for the fucking album.
That'd be dope.
But I think I need to just get my studio set up. And Real, he records a lot over here, too, so, like, we're probably going to have to do it, like, long distance, but fuck it. We'll get it done.
Yeah,
we'll do a couple sessions together, and then we'll do, like, other ones.
I know I asked you a bunch of times, but what's up with Smokey and the Bandit?
Smokey and the Bandit? I don't, that shit ain't coming out.
That shit just dead.
Yeah, I think I have the music, but I don't know if I have the file. So I mean, maybe I could just put it on YouTube or something so people can listen to it. I mean, because there's some fire shit on there. That's why I hate wasting music. Like, that's why me and Slow, we bump heads all the time. Because I'm like, just fucking put it out.
Drop it.
I don't give a shit if it sounds like a little bit to the left or right. Like, I'm not detail oriented like that, and maybe that's or a fault, but like I think if you study long, study wrong. Like you sit there and tick and twinkle with it, it's never gonna be perfect. Like
yeah, that's
I try to get that dude. That's why I'm like, cause Slow has his own music. He could drop like 3 albums.
Hell yeah.
Like compilation shit. Like he should just take whatever shit that people didn't drop and be like, hey, look, just ask for permission. They'll be ecstatic about it. Like they'll be fucking great. Like people just want their shit out. And if Slow at this time puts his name on it, easy money. Like. It's just content for you. Like I think we just everybody always wants it to be perfect, but it's never gonna be.
For sure.
That helped me move faster too. Like once I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just do whatever.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned managing.
Yeah.
And talk about that.
Me and Slow had talked about it as like him as a producer, but like I feel like I don't know the ins and outs enough to feel comfortable.
We was just last night with
and then also like Sensu and Flex.
That's what I was about to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
They were talking about you. And,
Talking about you how or what?
They were like, fuck Kleva. No, I'm playing. Nah, they was talking about how they working with him and how they wanted you to perform with them or something.
Yeah. No, we've been working closely because like I said, I want to leave a staple and help like next acts and artists coming up, like give them the advice that I didn't get or like, I wouldn't say so much of a mentorship, like, but I want to work with them because it keeps me rejuvenated and it keeps my creative juices flowing. Like that's what I get from it. Like it's just it's like there's no contracts involved at the time. I would hope to, but like at this time I don't feel like I can like wholeheartedly like give them the time and attention that they need. So I'm not going to like put anything down in writing. But when I do feel that way, then I think I'll be ready. I just have to make some adjustments on my end, just in my own shit, and then I'll be ready. But also wanting to learn, like I would like to like get closer to another manager who's like semi like got something going on and like learn a little bit more, expand the network. Like I feel like I got a good network, but I think there's other things that I could learn to best benefit. Like I don't know what it all entails. So until I was able to like fully like give them the like that that's like all that shit. Like I want to do my due diligence. Right. Like I don't want to just say I'm a manager just because I'm a manager. Like no, that's not. I want to actually like do a good job at it. If I'm not gonna do it 100%, I ain't gonna do it all. But I still want to help and like groom and like help mold and shit. Cause I think that Sensu's dope and Flex is dope and they got just good energy. And I think most people they just need like that direction. Like it's like the same thing with like, not that they're my, like not to little bro them or like they're my kids, but like it's the same thing as a parent with a kid. Like you see a kid who's been groomed by their parent to like be successful, and you see a kid who hasn't had no guidance. Yeah, that's the same thing with everything. You know what I mean?
Or like a job.
Yeah, that's why people have mentors like.
Training.
Yes, like all that shit. Like people are smart as fuck. They just aren't provided with the same opportunities. Right. So like I don't want all my knowledge and the wisdom that I accrued through over the years from music to go to waste. Like I would like it to benefit someone. Right. Like even if I don't, man, like I'll be okay. Like doing the 9 to 5, and one of the people that I work with, like they made it. Like look, I helped in that shit. Like I don't give a fuck. Like that would be tight to me. It's just tight. Like people in passing. Like people going and going up to better places. Like, that's why I like being around the scene and like just mixing and mingling and like hanging out with people, because you never know what people are going to be in a couple years from now. Like, and it'd be the least likely ones you probably know, probably ones that I don't even, but you know, just depends on where they're at. So managing, maybe, I don't know if I can give it my all, and I don't know if I'm done doing artist shit yet. I say when I finish fully and I'm done, then I'll be able to, because I feel like it's a little bit selfish of me to like want to manage and still and try to artist at the same time. So I have to be ready to get rid of the artist, Kleva, and put manager hat on.
True.
Hell yeah.
Because like I said, I wouldn't want to make a complete transition. Like, I wouldn't want people to think that I was an artist anymore. But yeah, you can't do both.
And then especially if you have a 9 to 5
That's
still.
what I'm saying, like,
Yeah. It's not even so much the time. It's just like the shift. Like, you want people to see you as a suit, or you want people to see you as the act. Like, it's hard to, like, in people's brains. Like I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying, like,
but what are you?
Yeah, like, I would just take.
that's
like,
where I'm at. I'm like, dude.
like, are you a South Sider or a North Sider?
Yeah, I'm trying to help these niggas, and like, they still want me to perform with them and shit. It's like,
yeah, you're trying to play to the back now. Yeah.
Yo, what's up, world? Your boy Rolly here. Say, man, thanks for listening to Rodawgz. We had to interrupt the episode to talk about our sponsors for the episode. Shout out to Limitless Clothing, Limitless Company. Say, man, they got the dopest clothing out there right now. And you can go follow them right now on Instagram at limitless.official. You can also visit their website, limitless713.com. Go check them out, get dripped out. You already know the drill. Now let's get back to this episode.
I'm just trying to push these dudes, man, and just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He's
I'm
fine
done
and
being an
Don
artist,
Vito's manager.
but I ended up fucking being on that song with them, with Ashley and Don.
But like, you know, Diddy rap sometimes, but everybody knew he wasn't a rapper though.
Yeah.
But
Is Diddy gay?
Is he?
Is he?
Oh yeah, he was fucking that dude supposedly.
Is he?
What dude? Not the crazy one from Disney Channel.
What dude he didn't?
No, I don't know.
Orlando Brown?
He said, did he lick
Orlando
suck his dick or
Brown,
some
man.
shit?
I thought he got clean, and then he made me sad because he was like back acting a fool, talking about
Kanye West.
like,
Kanye West. I mean, it's the same concept, right? We could say that he's on drugs and that he's crazy. Same
no, but
thing like
actually
how they say
Orlando Brown
Kanye
is
West.
actually on. Like, you see his face, like he looks like he could just be walking down Bissonnette and like.
But all the fucking Disney Channel stars are all jacked up, except Hillary Duff. Shout out Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff.
Shout out
Honest,
Lisa,
she's still
Lisa
bad, right?
McGuire.
Hell yeah.
I used to like Lindsay Lohan, and then she got like all
weird.
I liked her in Mean Girls when she came out with that pink and black dress. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn.
Mean Girls was.
Hold up, I'm gonna be right back with these steaks. I'm about to go to the room. I'm about to go to the room real quick.
Put these on my load real quick.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, flip them.
He's stupid.
Yeah,
Damn, bro.
That's crazy.
That would be with Slow. That's the same thing you were thinking with Slow. That's why I wanted to manage it, because I just wanted to like
Pimp him
make
out.
him hurry the fuck up. No, make him hurry the fuck up and drop music.
Hey.
Like, just drop this shit. Like, just hurry up. Just hurry. Like, just drop it. Like, just put it out right now.
Hell
Today.
Yeah.
Why do you gotta wait? You got all the resources at your exposure to like do it today. What are we waiting for? It's never gonna be the right time. He's a perfectionist though. That's what makes him great.
Yeah.
But also he needs me to be like, just drop it. I feel like he's a perfectionist, like he is on the technical shit, and I'll be the confidence, like, just drop it.
Yeah.
Just fucking drop it. But
Ashley is too.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's just how our brains are wired. Cause I'm like slow. Like I'm not just gonna be dropping shit just to drop it.
But
it has to be.
it's like a work in progress.
tier.
Like, I think if you like,
That's true. Also,
like you just like people want to see growth. Like, that's why at first when I was like getting on, I started doing one night stand. Like, I with the label, I took all my old shit off. And then like when I got older, I started realizing like, wow, I should be proud of that shit. Like, if it wasn't for that shit, I wouldn't have got here.
True.
So like, it's just like, that's why even this might be silly and like super tit for tat, but like even to the point where like when I take pictures, I don't look at them. I just take them and then that's it. Cause that's how I fucking look. I can't change how people see me on a day-to-day basis. Like, like why post for the picture? Like, I'm gonna pose, yes, but like I don't look at them and be like, okay, I don't like this, don't like this. Like, oh, fuck that. Fuck that. I look how I look. And that's how I look. And that's it. Like, you can't like re-image and reframe how people see you when they walk by you on a day-to-day basis.
Right.
And they look different to you. You look different to them than you do to yourself.
Right.
And like, so it's just, I don't know. I just think that worried about those so minor details, like, fuck that.
It's just like a matrix within a matrix.
It's like people just want you, like, fuck that, look how I look. Like, it is what the organic shit is like. That's what it is. Like,
yeah, that's what people want nowadays is organic
I blame
shit.
Instagram.
Yeah.
For what?
For, like, people, like,
Having
all the
this
fucking, like,
unrealistic
body shaming
dysmorphia.
and, like
All the
people
filters.
getting, like,
Yes.
asses and titties and
Yeah.
shit. They're doing it for, like, the likes.
Yeah.
Like, for the,
But the likes is what creates that endorphin. Is it endorphins?
yeah,
in
it's
your
like that
brain?
dopamine.
Yeah, there you go. That's that dopamine in your brain. So you're really doing it for the dopamine.
Yeah, so it's like a drug.
Yes.
I don't know. I think
I
that's,
should be using filters like a motherfucker.
I do.
I thought
because
filters were
have-
banned in Texas.
I have that body dysmorphia thing where like I look at myself, like people think I'm conceited, and I look at myself in the mirror, and I have like all these mirrors in my house because I'm always looking at myself.
Everywhere you go, you walk by like,
Yes. Yes. But I'm looking at myself and I see myself and I'm like, dang girl, like, who is that? And I'm like, hey, that's me. Like, oh, that's me. But then sometimes I'm like, oh my God, why do I look like that? You know? And it's like you said, it's this body dysmorphia thing. And it's really like heavier on girls because you don't see guys getting BBLs and you don't see, you know,
but there you
guys
go.
using filters. It's more targeted like on the women, and like that makes you self-conscious. Like it just does, because you have fucking Kim Kardashian in your face. You have these plastic ass bitches. How can a regular bitch compete?
That bitch be using filters.
it's like, it's like
I
that.
mean, you don't, but it is
It's like that one thing's like, remember, you're not ugly, you're just broke.
yeah, type shit.
I think most men don't really. I mean, let's be honest. Some of these bitches' asses look nasty as fuck.
Yes,
When they got
or
little
it's just
thighs,
gone too far.
It's about proportion for me. When their thighs are little and their ass is big,
Or
it's
it's
like,
just gone too far.
what happened?
Yeah, so
Bitches need some thigh fillers.
And a lot of times, like, women don't realize, like, what men really like.
Right,
Like,
right.
like
What type of
realness,
man?
you know
Yeah,
what I'm
like what
saying?
type
Right.
of man are you looking for? Like, that's why 25 and 30. Like, you gotta find different shit. Like, what are you trying to attract? And then for fuck around full circles, they wonder why I'm in this fucked up ass toxic ass relationship, because
Right. It
you
goes back full circle.
brought that toxicity into your
you.
own, like, your own sphere. Like, you allowed that for yourself.
Right. Because you're superficial, so you attracted a superficial relationship.
It's true. That's why you gotta get with yourself and, like, ask yourself, really.
Yeah.
You have to exuberate with the things that you want. Because if not, like, of course, you're going to end up in that. You want physical, somebody's going to date you just for the physical. You want a deeper connection, then somebody will date you for deeper than that.
Right.
Like, I'm not saying looks don't matter, but, like, I think what people appreciate as beauty is different than my idea of it. Like, I don't know.
Right.
Like, I like some nice eyes and white teeth, but, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to shame anyone. You gotta have at least some nice teeth and nice eyes. First thing I look at a girl's eyes. Like, if she has nice, kind eyes, like,
It's the eyes.
yeah, it's
Chico.
always the eyes.
What if
They
she has
they
like
never
bitch
lie.
eyes, like
And then, bitch, bye.
She's like such a nice person,
right?
but she just looks like a bitch.
Right? I think that's me. I give off like bitch vibes, but I'm super nice.
I
the
think
most
most of them, the girls do. But they gotta have a defense up because these niggas ain't shit.
Bitches ain't shit either.
True.
Just fix her teeth.
But the gap sometimes doesn't need to be fixed.
Sometimes it depends how they rock it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people can rock a gap. Look
Yeah.
at what was that? What's that girl? Becky G. She rocked the gap for a minute.
Becky G?
Yeah. Remember she had a gap?
Oh yeah. I forgot about that.
Who else
You're
had
not
a
ugly,
gap?
you're just broke.
Get some veneers.
Yeah. That's,
Damn it, boy.
I didn't think about it. I dated a girl with a gap.
Veneers are weird. You seen they shave your teeth off and you look like a little like elf. Like an evil elf. Like
I had braces 3 times. I say this, tell the story. But I grew up mad insecure because I had like my teeth were like jacked up, like one behind the other. The top teeth, like
Same.
this one was that way, and they used to make fun of me as a kid because remember, kids are mean as shit.
kids are fucking mean.
They're mean. They like keep your teeth are throwing up gang signs, like
That's so bad.
the water museum, and there's like a whale, and the kid's like, "Oh," look at his mom. Got the same body shape like you.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Kids don't give a fuck.
no kids don't give a shit.
Do you
They
get
have
any
no
kids
filters.
like that?
What?
Like your kids like that? Like they're like telling you off the wall shit?
Yeah, they say off the wall shit, but they're not like as mean, I don't think. Like
Right.
not to each other. No, not that I've seen.
Like, just to me. Like,
Nah,
You ever
fuck
get
that.
kids start fighting and shit? Like you gotta break them up.
No. That's why I don't fuck with the older ones. Like the younger ones.
They get along.
The younger ones are like the fires are easier to put out. He's like, he took my pencil. I was sitting right there. I'm the line leader. Like that type
I'm
of
the
shit.
line leader.
Yeah.
Trevor's like putting out fires
I'm like-
all day. Like,
it's okay. You're gonna be the line leader next time, okay? Like let
have a turn.
Abigail be the line leader today.
I would like to.
How
work
about
with
you
littles.
hold my clipboard? All right, thanks. You my helper. Stand right here next to me.
Damn.
That's it. That's like it's easy shit. I can do that shit all day.
Yeah.
With the older kids, like
He's like, nah, fuck that guy.
yeah, I don't know. It's crazy because like with kids, I got patience. Like I don't even have patience with my own fucking dog. Like that nigga be pissing me off. He chewed up my Jordans, my ones. He chewed like the whole shit off right here. So
Wow.
But don't you beat your dog's ass for that shit? Like man, got the ones at the pawn shop on the resale for a good price. Shit.
That's how it be, bro.
But yeah, kids are cool, man. I like them. They give me energy. Like as far as like they like people. I don't know. Just like they you can't even be mad at them. Like they're just so like unknowing. Like they're the bright eyed, bushy tail. Like they just came out. They're wet behind the ears. Still like
True.
and they're like all that potential to be something great. Like you know, with the right mindset. Like at that age, it's like tender years. Like I don't know. I like the shit that I do. I feel like I could be. It's just somebody cool like me. Like I'm still gonna be cool for like a couple more years. But you know what? I'm gonna use my coolness to like influence another motherfucker. Give him a chance. So.
So, that's so. You're doing a good thing, Kleva. We're proud of you.
Thanks.
We're proud of you.
Yeah.
Do they
I don't
they be
know.
doing bad shit though? Like they be cussing and shit like that?
Nah, not really. Not the
You
little
don't got
ones.
that one bad kid?
As you
Every
get older,
class
like
got that
you get to
one
like
bad
third,
kid.
fourth, and then they start. Them motherfuckers
Yeah.
start changing.
You make
like,
them fight?
But K through no, like what? Like fucking roosters. and
Rule
shit?
number
Like,
one.
pull
I
them
was
back
in
like
first
this and then
grade,
let them
Nobody
go.
talks about Fight Club.
Dude, when I was in first grade, my teacher made us fight. And at the time, I thought that shit was normal.
I used to have, no, you now you say that. I remember in 5th grade there was a teacher who used to let the boys slap box in his class.
God.
He would let them. It was just, the kids would go in there to go watch the fights. And he would let them
He's all
slap box.
charging
But
at
like,
the
what
door.
kind of shit is that? Like, bro, I could just think of like the losses you're gonna get on with a
Nah,
parent.
this teacher would be like, hey,
Like,
you
gotta be
fight.
scared. Like, I would be terrified.
And then he would hit us on the top of our head like that. And then he'll get one of the students, like the biggest student, a motherfucker, I forgot his name, but he was the biggest kid in the class. And like he'll just have him walk around and like if we didn't listen, like he'll hit us in the head. With his fucking knuckle, bro, that shit hurt. That shit hurt.
I think you were.
And that was in first
abused.
grade.
Right?
That was in first grade.
You're like, I think
What
you were
the fuck? I couldn't even
abused.
imagine. Like, you're not even allowed to like grab, like hold kids, like or like move them or like grab
certain
them
way type
until
shit.
unless you have like a license to do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you get in trouble. Like, don't even.
yeah.
I just let them. Like, all right, somebody come get this little motherfucker throwing chairs around here.
Right.
We got those kids that throw fits. They got anger issues. That's about it. But they don't hurt other kids. Like they'll get in the class and like throw shit around. Throw shit, flip chairs, flip tables.
Really?
Yeah.
That's excessive.
I know.
What the fuck?
I never did that.
They'll
Like,
throw
or
that,
seen
but-
that.
Fits.
Like middle school and shit.
Yeah, no, not
that
males.
little.
No, like, but you know what? That's like the ones that they're smart though. They know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
They throw fists because they get what they want out
Right.
of it. Like, and there's really no repercussions at that. What you do?
Right.
Calling like, what are you gonna do?
And she
Whoop
fly.
my ass.
Yeah, you can't whoop their ass. You just call mom to
Exactly.
come whoop their ass.
Damn.
Gotta have those parents that whoop their kids' ass in front of the whole class. That's the one right
Those
there.
are the good
They don't
parents.
gotta even like do it, but they gotta just like say that they'll do it.
Yeah.
You gotta instill the
You
fear
gotta
of
whoop
God
your
in
ass
your
in
kid
front of the whole
early.
class.
Yeah,
If you
you
instill
do.
the fear of God in your kid early, then you're good. You wouldn't have to even raise your hand. Like my brother, he's never hit his kids, and they're well behaved. They're but like
How
he
would
was
you
scary to
instill
them.
that though? What would you do to instill that?
Like be there and like follow up. What the fuck you say you're gonna do? Like if I say something, I do it. Like I'm gonna follow up. Like don't just like because kids know they're smart as fuck. Like they know when you
think it's
like you
bullshitting.
say you do that shit. Like
You never do it.
yeah, they know
Don't
that
say
you're
you gonna whoop
fucking
my
like.
ass,
The
Mom.
bullshit ass. Yeah.
Yeah. And they ain't like, yeah. Like, it's like an empty threat. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, nah, motherfucker, I will. Take all your shit away.
Damn.
Do something. I don't know. That's why. I don't know. It's tough. I think my kids will be all right one day. They'll be okay.
You see yourself like teaching older kids?
I would do high school or like college, but I'm that's the other thing. I was thinking about going back to school to get my master's, but I just don't know on what yet. I was either child psychology or regular psychology. I think it was. I feel like I'm on the path already, like education. So I want to kind of stick to it.
You like being an educator?
I like educating. I don't know about like teaching the lesson plans and shit that we do.
Right.
Like, I see myself in some form of shape and like that shit, but like I would go teach like at a community college or like an actual university. But I think
If
you have
I
to have a
opened a
doctorate.
school, would you
a
teach?
doctorate. Yeah, I would. If the pay was right.
So that's why
good
you
benefit.
teach right now, because of the pay,
The
right?
pay, yeah, hell yeah.
But what if you were already rich? Would you still teach?
No, fuck
see?
no. I wouldn't do shit. I would
You
go.
see? What would you do?
But that's why I'm not rich. God knows I'm fuck up.
Yeah.
That's why God don't give me all that money. He just give me a little bit and like, okay, thank
This
you.
is true.
Okay, thank you. And I run away with it. Hide it in my tree like a squirrel with a nut. Like, he knows not to give me that shit.
He knows, bro.
Yeah. But you don't, it's because like you work yourself up to like that wealth, I feel like, and
That
have
consciousness.
that money because you like know how hard you work for it, so you think about it differently. It's like, why do you think people who hit the lottery go broke immediately? Because they don't have none of the skills to be financially like dependable. They don't know how to save money, spend money. That's why they were broke originally. So
Right.
like,
Playing
you don't
the
just
lottery.
give somebody money. That's not how you help them. It's like you can't just give it to them because they're not gonna know what the fuck to do with it. They're just gonna like fuck it off.
Right.
That's what happens. You don't learn those lessons. It's like girls, like we were talking about, like girls who like go and fucking like
One
go buy
bullshit.
a body.
Okay.
So you don't have this mental capacity to like, I work for this. So you don't take it back. You take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the like skills like, I work for this. I earned it. So like I know how I'm gonna treat it. Like you didn't build the habits to maintain it. So like you don't have none of the awareness that you would have. That's why you have to
just
like
have
take the
the
baby
results.
steps. Like what you're gonna learn in 2 to 3 years when you get in shape, like that process, that journey is gonna mold you and shape you to be a whole new transition. Like you could change the outer,
To
but like
be a real bad
the
bitch.
inner is gonna stay the same, and you're gonna fuck it
Right.
off. So like that's what's up. Give somebody a bunch of money,
that
like
shit mentally.
they're gonna
Right.
mentally they don't know how to build money, they don't know how to make money, they don't know how to save money, they don't know how to do shit. They're gonna spend it all.
Right.
They're just gonna do dumb shit with it. So like, and then you wonder like, this is why you didn't have it in the first place. So it's not supposed to. Sometimes we skip.
But we live in a microwave generation where you like put things in a microwave and you want it instantly.
Yeah,
like,
but that's not how it works because you don't get none of the lessons in that route. That's why this is more precious going like the marathon route, like the journey, because you learn everything along the way. You have to learn those lessons to maintain and stay up there. You can get it quick, but you're gonna leave quicker.
So
Like-
do you see like how there is a transition of people that are like microwave generation and then people kind of like are like us, you know, that
Yeah.
are willing to do the marathon?
Yeah, because I've seen what happens with both. Like I've been in the mindset where like I need it now and get it now, like, and you get it and it's like it's not that it's not what it's cracked up to be, but you get it and you lose it because you don't know how to maintain it. Like, let's say you're young and you have a great relationship and you're like something, but you don't know how to, you have no experience on how to like maintain this and like let it grow and grow together as a couple. So like, it's gone. You weren't ready for it. Like, but that's just part of life. That's why you have to go and learn and be in that space. But I think this comes from getting shit quickly and then losing it quickly. Cause like,
Right.
you start
You didn't
learning
work
like,
for it.
Yeah.
You didn't work for it.
And it's not even so much like you
There's
have
no
to
value.
work hard. You just didn't learn the lessons that you needed to get to that
Right.
that space, like that mental space that you need that shit. You need to have that mentality when you get there so you can stay there. So that's why I feel like when people, when they just skip the whole journey, didn't work out, they didn't eat right, they didn't do this for a body, like, then you don't deserve it. Like, good things that are worth having are hard work. And you appreciate it more when you get it because you
Right.
did the work and the natural way in the work. Like, that's more commendable. Like, okay, I'm gonna go spend 6 racks in Mexico and go get a fucking booty that's gonna like bust and
Melt.
flip, fall out, sagging out to my back of my knee later.
Nah, but that outside gotta match the inside.
Yeah, you know your shit like that. The physical is not. I don't see that shit any like as much. Like people can be physically attractive, but like you have to be like soulfully attractive. Like I need like you to be like not like spirited person. Like, are you positive? Are you this? Are you working on this shit? Are you like, what is going on in your fucking brain? That's just more attractive as a person. But that's 25 Kleva. 25 Kleva, I'm just like knocking them down. I'm like, tight, you look good, you up next.
Next.
All right, bet, come on with it.
Is that 25?
On one of the books it said beauty means nothing nowadays because you're either born with it or you can buy it.
True.
You can
I might buy a little bit.
But see, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now I'm reading little Ross frame quotes.
Yeah, what y'all think about this right here? Yeah, see?
I can see it.
Probably has a positive message for us.
I think that life is what it is, but life is not what's made of what life was.
The nigga's on shrooms.
I didn't like it.
The nigga's on so many shrooms.
Life was. His eyes look like his fucking pupils are huge as fuck. He looks like a frog. Like he licked a toad.
I don't know what you think about that. What'd you get from that?
I think he did lick a toad.
Don't smoke crack. That's what like a water boy. Which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
No children.
Babe, it's nothing. It's just what's where we put our hands in here. It's like the breast of the turkey. You're fine. This is like the tummy. Just go in there. Pull that part out.
No, it's a boy. It's a boy.
What is that?
That's a penis. Penis.
Oh my god.
No, that's a neck.
Pull it out.
That's the fucking penis.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck? Why do they know what a penis is?
That's a fucking penis.
At what age is it appropriate to know what a
I
penis
don't know. I guess if you got like a little brother, then it'd be different. But like if you're just like two girls that live together, like why would you ever see one? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's a girl and a
kids
boy, they
ask
live
you
in a
about shit
household,
like that?
like, she gonna wonder why the fuck this nigga has, like, an extra organ, right? Like, if you're a girl and you have a little brother and you see him, like, why does he stand up and fucking pee? Like, you're gonna wonder that thing. So then you might have to have that conversation with your daughter earlier. But, like,
I mean, or
if
even,
she's
like,
just two girls by
cousins.
themselves, like, that conversation may not need to happen unless, like, I don't know, you see a dog's weenie or some shit. Like, I don't know.
Well, they see like babies and shit like that, so they.
Yeah.
True. I mean,
So what age is appropriate to
Yeah, I
go
have two
over
daughters and,
anatomy?
My daughter knows.
That's a good question.
You know
What a
I'm saying?
penis is?
Yeah,
you have to ask
like-
somebody that has
It's
kids.
anatomy, right? It's like it's just a
J-Vaz?
body
Nah.
part.
Yeah, and like I guess she's seen like babies and shit, like her little cousins and shit like that.
Yeah.
But do your students ask you shit like
Hell
that?
nah. I deflect questions like that. I'm
They
like,
How do you
ask weird
deflect?
shit?
How do
What's
you
the weirdest
deflect?
shit they ask you?
I'm like, hold on, let me be right back.
Oh, okay.
I'm quick with it. Like,
Hold on,
oh,
right
what'd you
back.
say? What? Hold on, I'll be right back. Hold that thought.
They don't be asking you. No
Sometimes
weird
I'll be
shit?
like, I don't know. Like they ask me shit like that. I'm like, I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe you should ask your mom.
Okay.
Fuck that.
Where do babies come from?
Like the hospital
It's like,
You buy them on Amazon.
from your mom's belly.
Suburbs with it. Raw, bing, bow, bow.
Come from other
Hey, yo,
babies that
Terry,
grown up.
fuck
Now they're big
going on,
babies. Having
right?
babies.
Motherfucker. Suburbs with it. Raw, bing, bow, bow.
I remember
Hey, yo,
that
Terry,
dude.
fuck going on? Hey, how's it going? Motherfucker.
Niggas
That's just
the fuck going
thugging out in the
on?
suburbs.
thugging out in the suburbs. What's the biggest difference between San Antonio and Houston?
Traffic. I don't have none. It takes me
Traffic?
8 minutes to get to work.
For real?
And I'll still be late, but. But 8 minutes though, man, I fill my tank up and I'm good for like 3 weeks. If I just go to work. But like I live smack dab like downtown San Antonio, so like everything is nearby me. I walk to the Riverwalk, like, and just fucking take that bitch. Like I got a liquor store behind me, so you know I'm good. Like I only go to work in the liquor store. Like I ain't got nowhere else to go. So I
Nice.
walk to the places. Like
Yeah. You
It's-
doing a lot more walking.
yeah, for sure. It's like it's just cause it's like breweries. It's like all the bars, all the restaurants are like within
Walking distance.
like 1 to 5 blocks from my shit.
Wow.
And the price of living, I think, like over there to live downtown in Houston, like it would not be the price that I paid to live.
It's cheap, huh, out there?
It's not that. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Like you could never
My cousin
in Houston live
used to be out
downtown for
Ever.
that price. And I feel like it's just growing. Like, you know, there's a lot of potential. Like, there's new restaurants coming in. You know, Kanye was working with that shoe supplier over there, like San Antonio shoemaker,
Was he?
like to
Anymore?
work his shoes. I don't know if he is anymore, but that was
Everybody canceling this thing?
I don't think they
That's
will
funny.
though. They are like they make their shoe company that makes their own shit in San Antonio, like local, and that's where Kanye West went before all this shit happened. But I'm pretty sure they won't drop him.
Nah.
That looks good for San Antonio and like
Hell yeah.
the shoemakers over there.
I love Kanye.
And you know what? The shoes are gonna just be more fire. All this shit is just increasing the price of Kanye shit. That's all it is. That's all it's doing. Like, nobody's gonna care about this shit. He's gonna drop another album and drop some shit. Like, I don't know. I don't get involved in that shit. Like, people got.
So what's gonna happen to Yeezy though? Like,
I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck he said.
Well,
To be honest, I removed myself
Like
from all
the-
that shit.
the-
Yeezy,
He been talking shit. Why are we surprised? about
Yeezy,
this
like
man?
he owns the name Yeezy, but as far as the design, Adidas owns the design. So,
but
he
the-
could design
fuck the
some other
designs.
shit.
But the designs
Yeah.
are like that's like a song. Like I own Kanye West.
Yes. Adidas.
I mean, Adidas will still make money, so everybody won.
They said he's fighting the Illuminati right in front of us.
Nah, there's no Illuminati like we think.
No, because
There
the
is
Jews,
a higher power.
the Jews
people at
are the
play,
ones that
like-
control all the
actually, don't
money,
get canceled again.
right? I'm gonna sound anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're already on your ass.
It's not like so much Illuminati. It's just like people with
At this
power
point.
and influence and wealth don't want other people to have it, and that's what it is. Like
love the Jews.
That's the Illuminati in the sense.
Not the
We love the
Jews.
Jews.
Not the Jews. It is the Jews.
Nah, but he was on that podcast with Lex Friedman, and he was like, "Say names, dog. Like, don't fucking call out all the Jews. Like, start saying names of these people you have problems with. Like, and yeah,
You have to do
I
the
agree.
research because when he says Jews and you actually
But he's
do,
talking about specific people. Might as well say their name. Like,
but the thing is, it's like a whole. That's the thing. It's like it would be a whole secret society. Like it would be like the whole Illuminati, or it would be the whole. And all these people in the Illuminati believe that they're the God's chosen people, but they're not. So they're known to us as the Jews, but really the black people are the real Jews, and that's what he's trying to say. Like, is that cancel culture? Is that? I mean, if you do the research, that's what it is.
Claire was
If
like, "Damn,
anybody
I done
just
got fired too.
It's a class. It's a class thing. It's like influence power. Whoever has it, the families that have it, that's what we consider to be Illuminati. It's not Illuminati in the definition that we think.
Right.
But those people want to keep control and keep power because that's the way it's been.
Right.
And that shit is worth a lot of money. Because
Right.
like, if you have control, you have power, then you have wealth, and your families don't have to like live in the slums and get crack served to them by the government, like that type of shit.
Right.
So that's the sense of it. But like, it's not a race thing ever. It really has been to me because white people were enslaving white people before they were enslaving African Americans, but based off of religion. So it's just like always been a class thing. Like this, whatever side I'm on is better than this side over here. Cause like white, like what they were enslaving their
you
own
know,
people, same color skin, they're just
True.
different religion.
True,
so we're
true,
gonna
true.
slave them because we want control and power over them,
True.
which is crazy to me. To slave anyone is crazy to me. Like, damn, I can't believe people slave. Like, I just can't believe we came from that shit. I can't.
Like we came from slavery.
Yeah.
Humanity, man.
It's fucked up though. Like you're another person. Like how could you do? Like it's another human being on the other side of that shit. Like, damn, they could have had a kids in a life, and they probably do. And you just like, fuck.
Ain't always think.
And the fucked up shit is I can't believe people went through that shit for so many years, and I can't believe we're not even on the brink of like we're barely getting out of that shit. Like people think like I don't know Spanish. Like it's like this. Like I don't know Spanish, but like up until like the what is it like 70s, 80s, you weren't even allowed to speak Spanish. Like that shit was like illegal in certain places. So like that's why when my parents came over here, they were ashamed of their own ethnicity. Like
Right.
we were made to be ashamed of who
Still
we
to
were.
this day.
So that's why they didn't teach their kids Spanish because they didn't want them having accents. I was supposed to be named Marcos Antonio. My mom named me Mark Anthony because she knew it would look better on paper because she was looking out for me.
And she did you a
she
favor.
Didn't, yeah, she didn't see like but it's not as much like that as it was. But like in one lifetime,
remnants
that's
of
look how
that.
close we are to that shit. So like
Right.
we can't be surprised. Like.
It's the remnants of that.
And then, no, I don't know. It's just like, it's crazy to think that they like would take that shit away from us. But then Mexican, like not Mexican, but Latinos, they like shame other ones. Like, you don't know Spanish, you're not really like this, that, like. But you know why this shit is going on. Cause like I used
We
to be
know
ashamed
Spanish.
of everything about my Mexican American side. I grew up that way. Like I didn't want to play soccer. I didn't want to speak Spanish. I thought that was whack. That was lame. Like this, that. But like as I've gotten older, I've learned to appreciate that part of me. Yeah,
Right.
but that's because it was robbed of us when we got here. Like they didn't want to. They were trying to push that shit out of us. Like they didn't want us to be that way.
Right.
And I was, it wasn't until I think I got to college that I was proud of that shit. Like all through
birth
high school, I
certificate says
was
white.
something else. But it is. So that's why a lot of these kids out here, they don't speak Spanish. They name certain ways. Like That shit's crazy. And that's only like
that's coming back though,
like 30, yeah, for sure. Like we're starting to embrace our
all
own, but
these
like within the
young
last 30, 40 years they were doing that shit. We couldn't speak Spanish. You weren't allowed to speak Spanish in school or in like a public setting. Like crazy to me. So crazy to me that was just so recently.
I wish somebody would tell me not to speak Spanish. Right? And it's like it never happens to like us. It always happens to like the older, non-suspecting, won't whoop your ass.
But if you see like anything that they try to like banish and shun away, like it always comes back times 20 million. Cause like Spanish, like now Spanish music is like leading pop charts and like going
Bad
global.
Bunny.
Yeah, all that shit. And like, and I hate to say this part of it, but like when they were enslaving African Americans, like you made a superior race. You created some monsters because now like the only fittest survived through that hardship. So now look at our athletes and our fucking like people that are in that. It's because only the star, like if you're seeing it, the weak ones didn't make it to the next generation.
Right.
So it's just like you made a monster. That's your fucking fault. That's what you get. That's your karma. That's the universe paying it back.
Right.
So I don't know. I think any kind of suppression is ultimately going to end up in some other shit, not what you want.
Definitely. She
good,
rolling a
son.
joint?
Yeah.
Me and my kid.
Yeah, he's white too.
Wow. I got your back, Mom.
That's a good mom.
Yeah, I got your back.
Your mom.
And it's raining.
So yeah, let's touch back on that Kanye West.
Kanye is Kanye. Why are we surprised at this point? That's why I don't even entertain him. Or like not to entertain him, but like
That's the thing, he's
I'm not gonna go on
genius.
Facebook and fight people
but
about
if
it.
you listen to his thought process though, like he makes sense.
He does. He just
It's
like
fucking true.
he says the wrong things though. Like he says that shit like
no,
in
people
a fucked up
people
way.
do him like Donald Trump and misconstrue what he
I was mad at
says.
CNN because they were like, CNN dropped a story the other day, like talking about like one of Kanye's former associates says that he was a big fan of Hitler and da da da. I'm like, CNN. This is not TMZ. This is not even Fox. This is CNN. Like, why the
But
fuck
that just
are
goes
you
to
sending
show
that
you.
shit to my phone? There's way more important shit going on in the world, and you're talking about some guy. This is hearsay. Hearsay. Former.
That just goes to show you.
Hearsay. Like his former associate said this. Like, did you have him verbatim saying this on camera? Like, and even if he was, like, he might have appreciated some of his ideologies and you're just like twisting the shit. But you want clickbait, motherfucker. Like, fuck CNN, shame on you.
Right.
Shame on you, CNN, because fuck you. You're supposed to be credible. But none of these news sources are credible. I'll make my own news source.
They're all owned by the
FYN.
same Jewish
Fuck you,
companies.
news.
They're all owned by the same Jewish media. Like that's what Kanye keeps talking about. And they're all
Yeah, that's why I say if you have influence, then you have power. You can make people think whatever the fuck they want. You could push an agenda, basically. I never
Shit.
voted ever in my life, and I'm voting on November 8th for the first time.
Who are you gonna vote for?
I'm going to
Kanye?
vote for my local, my
think it's the
district
first time
in San
probably
Antonio,
voting.
and
Okay.
then I'm going to go from there. But I'm still like brushing myself up on the politics. This is why I've never voted before, because I've never like cared to like take that endeavor and go like learn about the shit. And I feel like
Right.
I'm not doing, like, I've never voted. I used to walk by on campus the line like, fuck that. Like, because I feel like people don't even like knowledgeably vote. Like they're just
At
voting just to
all.
vote for the hype, for the sticker to put on Instagram.
Right.
And I'm not gonna do that. But like I'm not proud that I haven't voted, but also like I'm not ashamed of it. But this is the first year because it's super important to like my girl. What she does. So like I'm like fuck it. I might as well be involved in it. But I'm gonna be knowledgeable of it
Right.
if I'm gonna vote, and it affects me directly. You know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah.
Because of like the teacher thing.
No, just like where I live and like
Okay.
the different laws in place around like. That's why I'm going down to the local level. I always said if I was gonna vote, I have to go all the way down to shit
Same.
that affects me on a day-to-day basis.
Same.
It's like I could see myself being a politician one day, maybe. Go back, do some tight shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's what most
Clever.
educators
They would
do.
bring my music videos back up and fuck me off. Like,
Right.
You remember you said you fucked this bitch in the fucking booty?
Hey, wait, really quick. Have y'all seen how hard they be going on those commercials, like against their opponent?
Oh yeah, that's
They'll be
just
like,
comedy,
this
bro.
shit
That's petty.
Comedy,
stole
bro.
all
You know what I would do if I was
shit.
if I was a fucking politician? I'd be like, this person's a really good person. I think that if you like them, you should vote for them. Like, fuck them all up. Like, do it the opposite way, motherfucker.
yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be like, and they kick.
At the end of the day, they get so focused on each other, it's like, okay, shut the fuck up.
But if me looking at it, I'll be like, oh, I like that guy. He said good
Right.
things about this person. I think you a bitch because you over here putting his dirt. Like, he got a DWI in 1997, and this is who we want. Put his mugshot up. Like, that's some fucking
That's how you be
shit.
doing.
His
That's
ex-wife
what
said
you
he
be
has a
doing,
little
bro.
dick. This who you want? His ex-wife said he had a little penis. Like, that type of
what you
shit.
be
doing,
They're like,
bro.
ex-girlful on there, like, yeah, I dated him, and like,
He wasn't shit.
he didn't even pick up the tab on our first date. Cheap.
She was like, that goes a black guy and shit.
Yeah, they're all fucking neck brace on there.
That's funny, bro.
It's just so funny.
It's fucking petty. That shit is like comical, bro.
Y'all see Elon Musk bought Twitter?
Did he buy it?
So he
Like,
bought it for 44 million, right? And then he fucking unsuspended everybody's accounts that were suspended. Or he said, like, I'm gonna bring everybody's accounts back.
I think that was a good thing.
Hell yeah.
Everybody was mad.
Yeah,
that he was
I'm
buying it.
like, as much as I disagree with what people say, but like, I don't think you should be able to like stop people from saying like taking Trump off. Like, okay, like minus my emotions on it. Like,
The
I'm not-
Jewish media.
I wouldn't take that man's freedom of speech
Ashley,
away. Like,
stop saying Jewish media.
Why? No, I'm gonna say it so that y'all could do your
like taking
research and
people off
get into
Instagram,
it. Like,
taking people off any social media. Like, you should not have the power to do that. I don't think that.
that's unconstitutional, right?
Yeah, I feel like it is.
That goes against everything we stand for, right? As far as like America and all this bullshit, right?
And that's a slippery slope because once you start doing that shit, you allow for that, and then we get to the
it's like a
place where we
civil
like,
war.
like you could just mute people. Can't mute people. What the fuck?
You can. They muted.
Like, you don't like what
Kanye.
they saying, but you gotta deal with it.
They muted
That's
Andrew
what
Tate.
we got. We got our words. Andrew
Andrew Tate.
Oh, I like Andrew Tate.
I do too.
I think that he says certain shit for like the shock value, but he be playing like he knows, like he's sarcastic, right? But if you get the comedy, but there's a deeper, like he's super smart guy, like,
Trying
I
to
feel
get niggas out the
knowledgeable.
Matrix.
Yeah, like he's trying to break the shit through. Like he comes off a little douchey sometimes, and people feel that way about him. But like, she be saying real shit. So if you take that
I
away,
do.
take
Yeah.
that away,
Yeah.
you just have to like do your own filter shit. Like, don't take everything
It's like,
for
no,
face
they
value.
got
Like,
the good idea, but they ain't saying it right. Like,
Yeah.
And that's what people be fucked up when they hear that shit. That's
but
the
if he
same
said
thing
it
with
like a
Kanye.
regular motherfucker,
That's your
nobody would
fault.
listen.
Yeah,
so
that's
we had to
true.
say it like this.
Exactly. Exactly.
True. To start.
It's the shock value that's what gets
Controversy.
you.
But then you get in and you start like looking like, okay, some of the shit it says is actually like
Yeah.
Same
like,
thing with
of
Trump.
merit. Like he's saying some things
Same
of merit.
thing with Trump. They painted
Trump-
him,
Trump knows
CNN painted him
shit.
this as a racist and this and that, but it was always taking his shit out of context.
That's why you have to look in that shit on your own. Like you have to do your own research. Cause like if you look at it filtered through other people's eyes, like they're gonna fuck you up.
Hell yeah.
Like you can see this, like you know, you ever seen that project? Like they show us at school, like see this project, see this project. It's like one says refugee and one says looter, and it's the same fucking picture. It's just how you frame it. Like it's just
yeah.
people, and depending on what news station you are and what Democrat, I mean, what
Fuck
fucking
the fake
political party,
news.
what fucking color of your skin, how much money you make, like everybody's seeing shit differently.
They try to cancel my boy Kanye. All right, let's get into this. You like golfing? Is it?
I do now.
Oh my gosh.
You know what sport I always wish I would have played? Let me see. There's the one.
That was brutal.
Tennis.
I hope not golf.
No, tennis.
Tennis is good.
I always wish I would have played tennis.
Dennis
I wanted to play
gets
badminton.
tired. Ooh.
I want to start an air hockey league.
Ooh.
Badminton was like a lighter version of tennis.
I'm gonna start an air hockey league.
Well,
I'm gonna
Is
be the
that-
commentator. We're gonna do like dodgeball, it's an interesting take. I don't know if it's gonna work out for him.
is that
Shit, guys, we gotta get out of here.
right?
But
Yes,
We gotta
sir.
hear.
Clever.
Thanks for tuning in to the Road
thanks for
Dog.
coming. Almost
Yup.
Clever Part
Thanks,
2.
Clever.
Clever
I made it. I
made
got here within the 15-minute window.
Right?
Congratulations
it.
to me. Look, my life is changing.
You see,
Dave
it's 'cause
asked
the
to
last
fire
time
your ass
we were gonna
up.
have you on, it was when you were going through your dark.
Last time I was
Your
doing
dark days. It was like
cocaine.
Dark Night of the Soul.
With
That's why you didn't
name
make
I need
it.
I not mention, and I stayed in the studio like,
You stayed up on a 3-day binger
yep,
trying to come to the Road Dogs.
yep.
Well, we appreciate you for who you are now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Clever
Right.
de la
For sure. I
Nawf.
appreciate you guys having me. Shout out
Shout.
Rodawgz, Kleva de la Nawf. Y'all hit up Slow Life, tell them to drop some music.
Shout out Slow Life,
HH4L.
713.
LVD, HH4L.
Already.
Radio.
Very cool. What are the association I'm part of?
Teachers
San
Association.
Antonio, what up?
Association.
Oh, yeah.
San Antonio Student Association.
San Antonio, what up?
Shout out to my students.
Houston, what up? Go Astros.
Report anything I said.
Right?
I'm not telling you what squad we're at.
Hell yeah, man.
They will
we
find
out.
out.
This bitch, Road Dogs.